morning, dear aspirants. So to start with today's news, Ministry of Home Affairs recommends CBI probe against Oxfam India for FCR regulations. So this comes under GS2 NGO, and for prelims you need to study about the proviso of this act. So this act was enacted during 1976 in the period of emergency. Because at that period of time many foreign powers were interfering in Indian affairs by pumping money through different organizations. So this law is made to regulate those foreign donations, not only for the association, also for the individual. So to maintain the India values of sovereign, democratic and republic. So the criteria is FCRA require every person or NGO who is seeking foreign donation to be registered. Definitely they have to be registered under this act, and they should open a bank account for a receipt of foreign fund in SBI Delhi, and to utilize those funds only for the purpose for which they have been received. So these are granted even individual or association who have a definite cultural, economic, educational, religious and social program. There are certain exceptions. The applicant should not be fictitious and should not have been prosecuted or convicted inducement or force either directly or indirectly from one religious faith to another. An application should also not have been prosecuted for or convicted of creating communal tension or disharmony. Also, they should not engage in the sedition cases. So the act prohibits the receipt of foreign fund by candidate for election, journalist or newspaper or media broadcast company, judges, government servants, MLAs or political parties of their office bearers. They should not receive the fund from foreign. And validity is FCR registration is valid only for 5 years, and then NGOs they are expected to apply for renewal within 6 months. Government even they can cancel the registration of NGO before also if it finds that NGO is violating the act. Also, once the registration of NGO is cancelled, it is not eligible for re-registration for 3 years. So in 2020, the rule have been amended. Government have made certain changes that increase the number of offences under the act from 7 to 12, and there is an exemption from intimation to the government for contribution less than 10 lakhs. Earlier it was only 1 lakhs. Government node for space policy. So this comes under GS3 space technology. So initiatives for private player in space, that is important for prelims. All you need to study about NSIL, which is a Central Public Sector Enterprises, which is established in 2019 under the administrative control of Department of Space, and its headquarters is located in Bangalore. And this is the commercial arm of ISRO. The responsibility is to enable Indian industries to take up the high technology space related activities and to promote the commercial exploitation of products also, and to carry forward the industry production of space system and the ISRO's effort in realizing the PSLV from industry. NSIL differs from ISRO's existing commercial arm, Antrix Corporation. Antrix will handle ISRO's commercial deals for satellites and launch vehicles. NSIL will deal with the capacity building of local industry for space manufacture. InSpace is supposed to be the facilitator, and it will act as an interface between ISRO and private parties. And it is a second space organization created by government in last 2 years. Also, government announced the setting of NSIL in 2019 budget. Okay. Government amend rules regulating online real money gambling. So this comes under GS2 government policies. Gambling means any activity that is controlled or influenced by a chance of accident, or any activity is taken with the consciousness, not only accident, even with the consciousness of risk of winning or losing, price competition like that. So the gambling, it leads to actually crime, corruption and money laundering. However, regulated gambling can also bring revenue for the state. So there is no dedicated national gambling law in India because gambling is a state subject. States are entitled to formulate their laws for gambling activities. But Goa have legalized casinos. Public Gambling Act of 1867 is a central law that prohibits running or being in charge of public gambling houses. The IT Act 2000 regulates cyber activity in India, does not mention the word gambling or betting. So the act was left for interpreting by the courts. Law Commission also says that since it is impossible to stop illegally gambling, the only viable option is to regulate the gambling. Thank you. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact this number. We are ready to provide our support to the aspirants. Thank you.